Oh yeah, welcome to another episode of Liberty or Death podcast. This is America's slow growing podcast, but also your mama's favorite podcast.
Liberty or Death podcast.
With your host, Twisted Josh.
Where our motto is facts and common sense over your feelings. No. Why do you gotta say that for?
Yo, happy weekend, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Yeah, hope everybody's doing okay out there. Out there in them streets, you know what I mean? So, yeah, welcome. Man, I think I'm gonna need to get hearing aids soon because dang, this like a microphone volume I have like halfway up because I try to hear the way I sound over the microphone, and I have a Yeti, so you know it, it's better than the microphone that I had previously because I'm able to hear myself and the way I sound. So anyway, I was trying to get a different microphone because I was like, man, I need that that podcaster voice. You know what I mean? I just need a voice like yo, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, welcome to Liberty Death Podcast. Blah blah blah. Like, I need like that radio voice that I was going for. But anyway, one can wish. Wish in one hand and shit in the other, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and I have a couple articles that we're gonna go over. So let's get this done. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard about uh a Frontier Airlines CEO sounds alarm on widespread um on sounds alarm on widespread airport wheelchair scam. So real quick, let's go over this. Barry Biffle wants non-disabled abu- uh people abusing wheelchair services to be fined. The CEO, there is massive rampant abuse of special services. Plus, it says read more. Plus, size influencer says worker refused to push her in her wheelchair. Uh, anyway, I'm sorry. I find that funny. I'm not shaming anybody, but that last part was funny. Yo, how did you get in the wheelchair? Like, tell me, how did you get in the wheelchair? All right, you can put your ass out of it for all. You know what I mean? I'll be like, squeeze. Like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, dude, I'm like, how the heck did you get your ass in that wheelchair? Huh? You had to get up, right, and move around. Yeah, okay. Oh gosh, yeah, man. Welcome to I don't, this is like the twilight zone for me. So it says Frontier CEO has claimed that non-disabled airline passengers have been exploiting wheelchair services to skip ahead in um, airport security boarding lines. CEO Biffle says he once saw about 20 people being brought in wheelchairs during departure and only 3 using them upon arrival. Hmm. There's massive rampant abuse of special services. There are people using wheelchair assistants who don't need it at all. We are healing so many people, he said at a luncheon. I'm healed. What's okay? What's a good out with? Oh dang, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a yo, bro. That's funny, bro. That's what there's a massive rapid abuse of special services. There's people using wheelchair assistants who don't need it at all. We are killing so many people. I'm sorry, man. That's freaking funny. Dude, I might have been the only person laughing in that room, bro. I'm like, yo, dude, no, yeah, that's awesome, man. That's some funny ish right there. The CEO said that the unlawful abuse can cost the airline anywhere between $30 and $35 each time a customer requests a wheelchair for airlines. It also creates unnecessary delays for other passengers who are following the rules and not cutting lines. So, yeah. According to the 1986 Air Carrier Access Act, airlines have to provide wheelchairs for passengers who need them. The act, wa- the act was set in place to make sure disabled people are not discriminated against while traveling. Under the U.S. Department of Transportation, airlines passengers with disabilities of rights. A disabled passenger is anyone with the physical or mental impairment that permanently or temporarily impacts a major life activity such as walking, hearing, or breathing. Biffle argues that people who misuse the services need to be fined, similarly to how they would be if they parked in disabled parking spots. Yeah, I agree with that. If you're found to be you're lying. You know, I mean, I don't when I read this article, I was like, "Yo, I don't see no problem in that." You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, there are actually people out there too who like to play disabled to get like free stuff, and of course that parking spot, and in a in a in at the mega grocery stores. You know what I mean? So there's people out there that do that, and just because and also they want attention. They'll blind themselves and just say make up some BS story how they blind themselves. So yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff out there. Like look it up. Like seriously, I really didn't. I really didn't. A couple years ago, that's when I came across stories like people were just disabling themselves, or acting like they're disabled. So, you know, I mean, why not? I mean, I don't disagree with that. Everyone who should be entitled to it, who needs it. It says here, everyone should be entitled to it who needs it. But you park in a handicapped space, they will tow your car and fine you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There should be the same penalty for abusing these services, he told CNBC. Beautiful statements come on the same weekend millions of Americans plan to fly across the country. It says the American Automobile Association predict that Memorial Day weekend flyer amount will be 3.51 million, which is 5% higher than last year's numbers. So yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, should the airlines you know should they find people who, I mean, it's a given, right? It would be common sense, to why they they should find people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, crap, you got to pay double. I believe you have to pay double for taking up two seats if you're big, you know what I mean? So if they find out that you're faking, why not have an extra fee or a penalty? Like, I wouldn't say ban you from flying, but I mean, if you pull some ish like that, you kind of like need to have your ticket revoked or something, because that's you're holding up everybody, so. But in the world of make believe, which is today, the world that we live in, you can be anything you want. I'm being sarcastic there. So moving on to the next story. Charlemagne, the I don't like calling him the god, because he's not one. So Charlemagne, I wouldn't even. You know what? I'm gonna have to think of a nickname for his punk butt. I really I really I'm gonna think of I'm gonna think of a name. So yeah, don't, and then I'll get back to you guys about that. Charlemagne slams the View host. Yep. Oh, here we go. Oh gosh, these damn pop ups, bro. Okay, it says here that yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Charlemagne the blank slams the View host for trying to bully him into endorsing Biden. I don't know if you guys heard this, but yeah.
Where they were trying to zero in on you and Biden and this presidential race. And those ladies really, really, really wanted you to say that you endorse him. You didn't want to do it. But eventually you admitted, okay, it's kind of a binary choice here. I mean, it's basically a binary choice, and that you're not going to vote for Trump. So why wouldn't you just be explicit about it? I wondered about the hesitation.
Simply because I'm not a fan, and I don't think that an endorsement, like, for people think that me not wanting to endorse means that I'm not voting, which I think is the strangest thing ever. There was another moment in that conversation where I even said, "Hey, there's third party candidates." Whoopi told me she'll beat my behind if I bring up third party candidates. So I just think it's kind of strange where we are as a culture and as a society, where it's almost like there's either one of two extremes. And if you're a person who just, simply chooses to be objective, simply, choose.
Now, you know what? I'll agree with him on that part. I mean, I like Trump. You know what I'm saying? I like Trump. And stuff like that. Everybody knows how I feel about Trump. But I mean, I do agree. Why not a third party? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be like a strong third party candidate? If there was a strong third party candidate, I mean, to some extent, who could give Trump a run for his money? You know what I'm saying? But we just this is uh this is what we have. So um this is sure, yeah, if people are worried about his age, blah blah blah, but then if you were worried about age, you shouldn't voted for Joe Biden in the first place, knowing his age, since he's a lot older than Trump. So I mean, i I question that. I posed that question with myself, hey, how come, there should be like a third party, a strong third party, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you don't want to vote, that's your choice. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But I mean, in the end, I mean, if it came down to, if it was Biden, if it's Biden and Trump, of course, there's a third party. I guess there's like some other people that are running for the third party. But I mean, Dr. Cornell, guess Dr. Cornell West. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, and I'm not gonna vote for Robert RFK. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Number one, I don't like him. I had liked him at first. But when he said what he said about the second about guns, and what he said about, like, all the other stuff, I'm not into them. I'm not into him anymore. So yeah, and that's it. I mean, it's basically, it runs down to you're gonna be voting for Biden, or you're gonna be voting for Trump, basically. And that's my opinion. And I'm gonna stick to Trump because I've seen his results. I mean, we all did. I mean, let's think about it. I mean, we all seen his results. He produced results, and people are starting to see that now. And now
Chooses to look at, both candidates and say, hey, I think there's some right things here, there's some wrong things there's some good things here, there's some, good things over here. Like, just me being able to explore both options are all options that are out there. For some reason, it bothers people.
Oh, give me a second, guys. No, I mean,
I never
it
graduated from that
bothers
school.
Whoopi and them,
Goodness.
because they don't because they're just puppets. And of course it bothers them, because that's that's all they know is Biden, and and stuff. They even like I said, everybody had liked Trump until he ran for president. I mean, come on. I mean, and Whoopi want to act like we dude, let me see. Yeah. So yeah, it says here, this is what they told Charlemagne. To those for pressuring him to endorse Biden in a recent interview. Okay, so during his appearance on The View, Charlemagne was ambushed by the show's host, who demanded to know why he refused to endorse Biden in 2024. You have a massive platform that reaches millions of people, Sonny Hostin said, addressing the famous host of The Breakfast Club. Yeah, apparently somehow The View does too. I mean, but anyway, oh gosh, dang it! Look, I just, dude, I want to throw up every time I see Whoopi's face for some reason. It's not. Oh, I don't know, man. Here you go. Hold on. Here we go. Watch full video. We'll see this. Okay, pop-ups.
Hey, quick question. Student body math proficiency.
What?
What do we say? It's good.
Yeah, let's skip at.
You endorsed Joe Biden back in 2020, but this time around, you say you're not going to endorse anybody. Charlemagne, now is not the time, in my opinion, to sit this one out.
Oh, I didn't say that. I never said I was sitting it out.
What you gonna do?
I'm definitely voting in November, but what I like to focus on is issues, not individuals. Like, when
But why not endorse?
Huh?
Why not endorse Biden?
Because if I'm sitting here telling my listeners that, you have somebody out there who is a threat to democracy, you have somebody out there who said they want to, suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. You saw this person, try to lead an attempted coup of this country. And I'm telling people that this guy is a threat to democracy. Have you ever read Project 25? Mm-hmm. There's only 2 candidates out there. So if I'm saying that about this individual, the choice is clear, right? And I've seen y'all do this on The View before. I saw y'all do this to Killer Mike when he was on The View, and Killer Mike literally sat here and said, hey, I supported Keisha Lance Bottoms. I supported Ralph Warnock. I supported John Ossoff, right, in Georgia. He said, you should support the people that I've supported. You should support the person who the people I've supported are supporting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's y'all opportunity to say, well, clearly he's talking about President Biden. Why do y'all need us to say this if we don't feel comfortable saying it?
No.
Whatever your business needs, Vistaprint can print it. Like packaging for
Hold
tapes
on,
and thank you
man.
cards.
Gosh, dang it. Yeah, I mean, as we all know, what he said pertaining to Trump. I mean, really, it's not facts. You know what I'm saying? An attempted coup, like what? Like what? What? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, bro? Like, dude, but you know what, Charlemagne? It's okay. You said it without saying it. We know you're gonna vote for Trump. Come on, bro. Really? Yep. Yeah. I mean, he just said it. I mean, he does it. He doesn't want to say he's not voting for, because he knows these puppets from The View what they're gonna say to him. So they're gonna be all up front. They're gonna want to bite his head off, man, for real. So of course he's not gonna say he's not gonna support Trump. But you know what? I got you, Charlemagne. We can read between the lines. Yep, that's why we say Trump 2024, bro. And it says The Rock admits he regrets endorsing Biden in 2020 and refuses to back him in 2024. Yeah. Yeah, you too, Rock. Charlemagne, okay, but I like to focus on issues, not individuals. Well, I mean, issues like, okay, that's the thing. Okay, well, you should have been focusing on policies. Yeah, I mean, that's why I say when I vote for policies. I don't vote for if I like him or her or whatever the candidates are. I go off of what they are standing on, what policies they're standing on, and then I vote for their policies, whether I like them or not. Oh, what they say, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, I go by of their policies, and I'll watch like say if they come from another state, then I'll just see their things in their state. I just do research, man, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, but if you weren't focused on individuals, Charlemagne. Oh, hold on, scratch that. Now you're not focusing on individuals. You're focused on issues. You should have been focused on issues from the jump, bruh. Yes, you should have been focusing on issues from the jump. You're jumping the Biden shit, bro. We got you. Yeah, we got you. And you're gonna end up endorsing Trump. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. You're not gonna endorse him. You're just gonna vote for him. Man. That's all good, brother. Yep. I guess Larry Elder sat you down and after your little spout when he's like, well, you didn't go after Biden when he said, if you ain't don't vote for me, you ain't black. Yeah, okay. I guess he sat you down at after that little interview that he put into place, Larry Elder did. So I got you, bro. I got you. We got you. We see it. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Miss that can't be true. I didn't I wasn't a slave. My grandpappy wasn't a slave owner. Yep, exactly. Yeah. And it says here at one point, host Alyssa Farrah Griffin called Charlemagne a double hater, a strange destination that baffled him. Griffin elaborated by saying that a double hater was someone who didn't like Biden or Trump. I thought, okay, I thought that was just called being an American now these days. Charlemagne retorted before adding, if you look at the polls, people don't seem to be pleased with either of them. No, that's wrong, Charlemagne. You're BSing there, bro. The polls are stating that, Trump is ahead of Biden. Yep. And it says Whoopi rambled about not understanding why Democrats are mad at Joe. Oh, really, Whoopi? Then she said that there were only two candidates, at which point Charlemagne said there were third party candidates as well. I will beat you behind. She's like, Whoopi said, I will beat your behind. Go, she replied. So you're a double hater, whatever. It's everybody's right, man. But the proof is in the pudding. No pun intended. Yep, exactly, man. So, or I should say, pun intended. Bill Cosby. Yep. So anyway, whatever. And it's like, you don't have to, listen, you can vote for third party, man. It's, whatever. Do your thing, bro. But I have a feeling you're gonna vote for Trump, and that's just my feeling. And you're gonna just play it off like you voted for Biden or somebody on a third party ticket. So anyway, all right, moving on. And let me know what you guys think about these articles that I'm sharing with you guys. Yeah, let me know what you think. Trying to get this done real quick. Let me see, screen share. And the last one is man sparks fierce debate after revealing he has removed his 18-year-old son from his will because he just found out he's not the biological father. Oh, the unnamed man from the U.S. took to Reddit's the a-hole thread. He was of the Family Feud after making the shocking discovery, but readers were left bitterly divided in the comments over his reaction. An exaggerated man has sparked fierce debate after revealing he has removed his 18-year-old son from his will because he only just found out he was not the biological father. The unnamed man used the unnamed man from the U.S. took to Reddit, Reddit's notorious "Am I the a-hole" thread to candidly share details of the Family Feud, explaining that he had been raising a son of 18 years, but was recently told by his mother-in-law that his wife had been having an affair with her high school boyfriend during conception. Huh. Like, how did you not? Okay. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's okay. The man said he was now divorcing his unfaithful spouse and would be getting off the son he had helped to raise for nearly 2 decades, but readers were left bitterly divided in the comments. Here it is. I've been married for 15 years with my wife, and here, let me see if I can get it to where I can. I'm not gonna read all three of it. You guys can check it out. I'll put the links in the description below in the descriptions. I'm gonna start doing that now. So you guys can just read this article. Okay, I've been married for 15 years with my wife and son. Son is 18 years old. I think I was a good father to him, always present, always supporting him. I was the first. I was the first he talked to when he had a bullying problem, a math problem when he needed romantic advice. He is straight, but likes cross dressing and doing makeup. And I was the first one to support him on that too, while his mom was trying to make him more masculine. However, recently I discovered that he is not actually my child. My mother, I guess, my mother-in-law, he had to tell. Said he had to tell what? Okay, what the? Hold on, dude. Hold on, man. Let me put on my damn reading glasses. I know I'm not reading this. I don't know if he meant to put he, she, or what. Hold. Here you go. Yeah, my ML said he had to tell me, dude. I don't know what is going on here. Dude, seriously, I'm reading those things. It must have been a mistype. I get it. 'Cause sometimes I do mistype stuff too. But anyway, I'm reading it for what's worth. What it says here. It said he had to tell me something important, so I went to meet her. Okay, and told me that my child is actually my wife's high school boyfriend's baby. She gave birth at least 20, but apparently she was cheating on me with her old boyfriend. My mother-in-law said my wife told her the truth after he was born because she had suspected that the baby didn't exactly look like me. And mother-in-law confronted her about it, but the baby was already born and nothing could be said. And of course, he was mad and asked her, "Why is she telling me this right now?" It says right not, but now she told me it's because she saw my son hanging out with the bio dad at a park and believes that he is back in our lives. Wow. So yeah, okay, here going down here. Let me see if I can you guys can catch his letter there. Here you go. The man continued. My mother-in-law said he had to tell me something important. Okay. So okay. I was mad and asked her why she telling me that I read that. He explained I decided not to shoot the messenger and went out to confront my wife and son about this. After a long argument, they told the truth. The bio dad was back and wanted to meet his real son. A lot of ish happened, and I'm divorcing and also cutting my wife's son out of my will because I never had a real son. And all this time, I was putting all my energy and effort raising another man's child. I'm also consulting if it's possible to sue the bio dad for all the money I spent raising his bio son throughout the years. My wife is obviously mad at me, but my stepson is just devastated. I can see him depressed, not talking to me, and constantly apologizing, which the son has nothing to do. The son shouldn't even be apologizing, to be honest with you. I mean, that's that's my take on it. He should not be apologizing. The son should not be apologizing. It's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're brought into this world thinking, hey, this is my dad. You know what I'm saying? And your dad. Whether it's your biological dad or not, but you've been told it was your dad all these years, and just take him out. Okay, let's finish this up, and then I'll get my kids. My plan was to divorce and cut contact with them right after that, but now I'm wondering if I'm going too far by pushing him too. Elaborating further in two additional edits following an initial wave of comments. The man wrote, "The kid knew about his bio dad for about 4 months before I discovered it." And yes, we did do yes, we did a DNA test. He insisted a lot of it, and after it came back negative, and yes, we did a DNA test. He insisted a lot of it, and after it came back negative, it's when I think his depression really hit. Y'all right, maybe it's useless to see my dad, but I'll ask a lawyer. And many people are comparing my situation to being a stepdad or an adoption. Yeah, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can, but how did you not know that you're? See, okay, I don't know. I don't. I haven't been in. I wasn't. I'm not in this situation, so I'm not. Well, I haven't been in this situation before, so I can't come from it from a. But from that aspect, because but how it like I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe women can hide it more than I don't know. I can't. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. I thought for 18 years that he was my real son. Yeah, I've been, your woman, told, that's your real son. But I mean, wouldn't you as a father too? Like, I mean, I know as a father, my kids look like me. You know what I'm saying? I got my son who's a split image of like me. It's like, and I look like my father. So, I mean, there's times where I mean, even my daughters, man, my daughters look almost like identical to me. So, I mean, I don't get how you could it as a father shouldn't. I, I mean, I just I don't get it. I mean, or you just hey, this is your kid. You know what I'm saying? And you I mean, I look at traits and stuff like that when my kids were born. I'm like, oh yeah, that kid looks exactly like split image of me. You know what I mean? So I mean, at some point, how did you not know? You know what I'm saying? I that's my perception on that. Like how as a father, um, I mean, maybe you guys can explain to me out there. I don't know. I'm not sending hate his way. But I just have a question. Like, how did you not know that this kid wasn't yours? I mean, there's got to be like some feature that you could have been like, is this really mine? Because they don't have the same ears, or they don't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, you won't know it until that kid gets a year old or something like that. You know what I mean? So I can't. How do you not know? You know what I mean? So I 100% I 100% believe that adoptive parents are real parents, and their adopted children are the real children, but they are willing they but they willingly set into the adoption process. They know their family is not blood family. I was tricked into my situation. Yeah, I give you that too. You know what I mean? I give you that too. On that, because I try to weigh in. I try to not be biased here. And it's not all his fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault that they're on that. Of course, you know what I mean. So, if I had known my wife after the baby was born, if I had known my wife after the baby was born, I wouldn't have cared because I knew it was somebody else's son, but I thought this was my real son, and just now I find out that he isn't. Anyway, I had to talk to him when he feels like it. Unsurprisingly, the post was soon flooded with comments from readers who weighed in on both sides of the debate. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, dude, are you like? I mean, I get it. I mean, is he somewhat blind? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I I said I just it's hard to because it's hard because I never. But common sense tells me, you know what I'm saying, that at some point you had to know. But my deal is that you're punishing your son. He's not your he's not your yes, he's not your biological son. Yes, he's spending time with his biological dad. Guess he should have told you. but he's 18 years old. He's going through emotions. I'm pretty sure he might be having all these emotions, oh, why did you blah blah, and talking to his his dad's telling him this, his mom tell him this, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I wouldn't, me personally, if that was me in that situation, I would just take the mother and sue the shit out of her, you know what I mean? And see, and they'll, but I mean, at that time, it's already, even though he may not be your real son, you raised him. You know what I'm saying? I raised my stepdaughter. I mean, she was 7 years old. You know what I mean? I mean, real quick. I mean, I raised my stepdaughter, and I met her and my wife when when my stepdaughter was 7. I mean, yes, I knew, you know, you know what I'm saying? Of course, because when I met, my stepdaughter, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I get what he's saying, you know, to a point, but I raised her, and I don't call her my stepdaughter. I mean, I say step for you people out there, but that's my real daughter, man. I raised her from 7 all the way to 18. I mean, I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? And she's my world as well. So as all my as all my kids are to me, like they're the world to me. But I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? That this I just I don't think writing it's more like your fault. To me, it seems like you're just faulting the kid. I mean, yes, it's not your kid. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I mean, you know, if nobody you don't have nobody else on your will. I mean, he is your family. He's somewhat he's your family. You know what I'm saying? And this is me brainstorming, guys, trying to make sense of this. But I mean, to some, whoa, yeah, well, he should be like. I mean, I would sue her more than the biological father, because you're assuming that the biological father knew that he had a son. You know what I'm saying? And that woman wasn't manipulating, and deceiving him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, assuming that he just found out, if he didn't find out, then if he knew about it all this time, then I mean, I would say yeah, go for it. You know what I mean? So, but on the one hand, there were those who argued that the husband was not necessarily in the wrong. One person wrote, "Hope you sue them, all the fraternity frauds, parent parental alienation, and get an amulet for annulment. I'm sorry, annulment from the marriage, because I'm guessing you married because of the then baby." And usually I'll say to cut some slack to the kid, but he knew for 4 months. If he had an inkling of love or respect for you, would he have told you himself. Yeah, I mean, once again, you can't really fault the kid, because what if he just found out on his 18th birthday? Like, he found out, oh, this is your father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like I said, I don't, like I said, it's just I couldn't, I mean, I can't, you know what I'm saying? But what I can say is that the 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 husband, or the stepfather, should actually take that one his divorce, his ex-wife, and take her to court for child support, for back pay, or whatever, sue her instead. I mean, uh, because she could have pulled the same game that to the kid's biological father, and basically, yeah, okay, that's another story. If he knew, like he was an infant, that he had a son, yeah, oh, he's in the wrong too. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't think you should write off the 18-year-old out of your will, because to me that's you're you're just taking it out on him. Yeah, yeah, you're taking it out on him. So, that's just my opinion on that. That's my commentary. And it says here, another said NTA to divorce her. She sucks at treating your son like he hasn't been your son for at least 18 years. What the? He didn't choose you any more than you chose him. He clearly loves you and sees you as his father. Imagine yourself in his shoes. Yeah, true. True that. Someone else comment, your son just found out his entire life is a lie, and the man he thought was his father no longer loves him. Can you honestly say you don't love him anymore? Yeah. Yeah, man. That's it. You guys go check this article out. I mean, I don't. Yeah, and then this one that says that I don't blame you for being upset or for divorcing your wife for lying to you, but that kid who is your kid in every way but biological did nothing to deserve your. Yeah, I that's exactly. You know, but let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but in the end, will he? I wish there was I wish there was a. There's going to be. I wish they would say something about an update. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't. I don't. I mean, me if it was me, yes, I would be pissed off and blah 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 yada yada. But I mean, I mean, that's basically your son, and I whether you know, yes, but that's if you raised him, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's just taking it out on him, and that's just me. That's my opinion. That's my honest opinion. You just I would have just left him on the wheel, you know. But I mean, he has two dads now. He just he was his whole entire life. I mean, like I said, he probably just found out. Yeah, it says 4 months ago, like 4 months he's been knowing, but I mean, dude's just trying to process, dude, and you know what I'm saying. And I mean, it's just it's all it's a crappy end of the stick, but I mean, oh man, what else? But yeah, man, you guys, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Yep. Oh, also, I'm gonna be gone for several weeks. You're like, yo, what else is new, Josh? You do that all the time. No, I did. Like I said, I'm a very involved family man. So family comes first over everything. I'm gonna be doing a lot of personal stuff, and you guys won't know where I'm at, but the feds will. Yeah, so they're already tracking your phone and stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll be back probably. Well, stay tuned though. Probably drop an episode like towards the end of June. Let's see where I might towards the end of the June. But yeah, stay tuned. If you guys want, go back and watch some of the episodes if you guys miss my face. Or catch me on Spotify. I'm trying to. I'm gonna end up rebranding a lot of stuff. So, but don't think that I'm just like, excuse me, blowing everybody away and stuff. Oh my gosh, hold on. The amount of work that goes into podcasting, it really do what we do, man, to get some sense and truth out there. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully, I'm trying to get up to 500 subs for the summer by the end of the summer, man. Got to grind that, man. You got to grind it, but we're willing to do it, man. So, yeah, I want to see what I'm very, um, I wonder, I'm, I want to see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see where it goes. Um, I want to try to do. Oh, I want to try to do a topic. Let me see here. Something about the economy, but I want to have an economist on the show. That I'm gonna try to get. I mean, yeah, we can look at the charts, we can look at the stuff. I mean, it's apparent, that the economy is tanking, but I really want to talk about the Fed Reserve, though. I really do. That's one thing I want to talk about. been wanting to talk about it, but other things. But we'll see what happens. If you're an economist, hit me up on my Gmail, Liberty or Death podcast, I believe. Let me see if I have it on here. Sucking, but I kind of like want to like. I'm just. I'm more. I get curious about, I'm like, yeah, we can, but I ain't know in that cryptocurrency crap. So don't even go there with me. So I'll end up chewing your ass out. So I mean, I don't put up with that. Oh yeah, it's cryptocurrency. Blah blah blah. Yeah, man. For all I care, man. I don't care about that crypto. Cash is king. Well, it should always be king, man. That's it. Yeah. Okay, dude. I can't even. Where my freaking banners do that? Oh, what the hell? There you go. There's a link. There's my email. So you guys go check that out. Also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also drop a dang comment in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean I especially when it pertains to these topics that I present. I'm very thankful. When I say I'm thankful, and when I say I really appreciate you guys' sub, I really do. I'm not like I said, we're a pod with this. I never thought in a million years I would be at 200 subs. When I burned my TikTok, I burned my first TikTok account. It's because it was just a lot of, it was getting out of hand. I like 28,000 subs. I was on that verge of 30,000, man. I was like, oh yeah, and being on TikTok, it was just a joke, you know what I'm saying? But then, I started, like I said, just started driving my kids and my family crazy when I was talking about politics, and now, you know, and then I started doing my politic thing on TikTok, and it just blew up from there, and stuff like that. And I never thought, I'm like 28,000, like damn, But on YouTube now it's like 200 something followers. I'm trying to get traction on Rumble too. I mean, but that's neither here or there. It's not about it's about information, man. It is, and talking about it, getting ideas out there, and talking about it, and just talking about stuff, man. That's that's a journey that I'm on. I hope we grow and grow and grow and grow. And like when I say I really appreciate you guys, I really appreciate you guys. That's no cap. I ain't trying to get it. Oh man, I see some of you. Oh yeah, whatever. You just go out, dude, man, ski. I'll tell you right off the bat. This is the platform that I'm proud of. I'm proud that this podcasting deal started is starting to come into fruition. But like I said, I'll see you guys in about almost a month. I'll see you guys almost a month. I need a break too, man. I'm getting burned out. It's work, and like I said, I have a job, man. I have jobs, and I have to, and all this going on. It's burning me out. Hey, when a brother needs a break, I need a break, man. So, all right. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes, everything. Really appreciate it. The sky's the limit, man. That's my motto. I'm sticking to it. Stay true to yourself, guys. Use a voice, and that's and you know what? The feds, man. Fuck. There you go. Yeah, how you like that? I don't like that, for real, man. I feel better. But good night, guys. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you guys are watching. Other than that, Live Your Deaf podcast is out.